Many of you have spent years shaping who you are, the healer, the awakened one, the one who always knows what to do. And now that self begins to feel less reliable. The strategies that once worked, the mantras, the visualizations, the intentions, feel thin, incomplete, or lacking. The self you built to survive, to grow, to heal is loosening. The old self is not failing. It is making space for something deeper. You may feel a strange grief, as if the part of you that held everything together is quietly stepping aside. It can feel destabilizing, but this is not a sign of error. It is the threshold of transformation. You may feel it as a pause, a holding of breath inside the nervous system, a strange quiet where effort no longer works and certainty has already loosened its grip. This is not confusion, and it is certainly not failure. This is the precise moment when an identity that once protected you can no longer organize your life. Nothing dramatic needs to happen here. No decision is required, no fixing, no becoming. Just notice how the body responds when it realizes it no longer needs to hold itself together in the same way. Do not try to hold the old self together or rush forward as before. Simply be present. The old self does not collapse because you did something wrong. It collapses because it has completed its function. It learned how to survive. It learned how to adapt. It learned how to endure what once felt impossible. And now, quietly, it has reached the edge of what it can carry. You may notice sensations of suspension, time stretching, emotions flattening or softening, a sense of standing between versions of yourself with no clear ground beneath your feet. This is the threshold. Not a crossing, not a release, but the moment just before the old structure gives way. Here, the nervous system is renegotiating safety. Here, the soul is withdrawing energy from a form that no longer fits. You don't need to understand this. Understanding belongs to the old architecture. Instead, allow yourself to rest inside the not knowing. Notice how there is no effort here, how striving loses momentum, how the will gently steps back. This is not collapse yet. This is the moment before collapse, when the system realizes it cannot return to what it was. There is dignity in this moment and precision. Nothing is being taken from you, something is being completed. Let the body feel how it no longer needs to prove, brace, or prepare. Let the breath move on its own. Let your shoulders soften and your jaw release. You may feel a quiet grief for the version of you that carried so much. You may feel relief, or emptiness, or an unfamiliar neutrality. All of this belongs here. The old self is not collapsing because you failed. It is collapsing because you are ready to be more than effort, more than form, more than identity. And so, for now, you remain here, balanced between what has ended internally and what has not yet rearranged externally. This is the still point, the moment before your soul completes its work. You're not late, you're not stuck, you are not regressing. You're standing exactly where coherence reorganizes itself. Nothing needs to happen next. When the collapse comes, it will be gentle, unforced, perhaps almost unnoticed. But for now, simply allow this moment to hold you. When you leave this transmission, you carry the quiet permission to allow the old self to step aside, even if nothing has yet fully arrived to replace it. This is the still point where real integration begins. This is a threshold transmission, and you are already within it. Before you leave, you may want to notice where this moment is taking you next. The next threshold transmission is when healing gives way to embodiment, where what has been processed begins to live through the body, breath, and daily experience. And if this is your first threshold transmission, you may wish to begin at the start of the series with "You're not lost, you're between worlds," which opens the wider terrain this moment belongs to. There is no rush. These transmissions are designed to meet you exactly where you are. If this light transmission touched your soul, please like, comment, and subscribe to support this sacred channel. Sharing helps more people discover this gentle power of healing and transformation. Tap the bell to receive updates on all new meditations, insights, and affirmations infused with angelic light and higher consciousness. Thank you for walking this path with me. You are the light, clearer and more at peace than ever before.